Synchronize. 3, 2, 1, mark. Let's go.
The robbers took weapons out of the trunk. They planned to take down the Federal Reserve Bank within 20 minutes. George pretended to be a Treasury official. He told the front desk it was a routine security check. The second team took a guard hostage and walked into the surveillance room. The group quickly took control of the armory and the surveillance room. George, who was being questioned after hearing a message from his teammates, immediately knocked out a few of the security guards at the front desk. As long as they got through today, they could retire early. But at that moment, a patrolling officer passed by the Federal Reserve Bank. He noticed that it was unusually quiet. Feeling something was off, he was about to go inside to check it out. But he found the front door tightly locked, and there was a pool of blood on the floor. Realizing something was wrong, the officer quickly reported the situation to headquarters. However, at that moment, another figure appeared on the glass. Although the officer managed to dodge in time, the firepower from the other side kept him from lifting his head. Meanwhile, George was also drawn to the gunfire outside, but he was completely calm. There were still 5 minutes left to breach the bank's system. They immediately executed the scapegoat plan. At this point, the robbers inside the vault had already loaded the cash into the car. However, the woman took advantage of the others not paying attention and quietly installed an explosive device in the trunk. Clearly, these two were the scapegoats. When the armored car left the bank, the woman immediately pressed the detonation device. With the sound of the explosion, the money flew through the air. Although the police backup had arrived, the situation in front of them made them hesitate to act, and there was a gunman nearby preventing them from moving. But as both sides were in a standoff, the robbers upstairs pointed their guns at their teammates. Because they had already hacked into the bank's system, the mission had entered the retreat phase. To prevent any accidents, they had to eliminate all potential risks. At this point, the bank was surrounded by the police. But after waiting for a long time, there was no movement. Realizing something was wrong, they immediately rushed inside. It turned out that the robbers had already planned a perfect escape route. When the officers rushed into the bank, the robbers had already left. What was even crazier, as the days passed, the Federal Reserve Bank had transferred over 1 billion transactions, and the amounts were no longer triggering the alarm range. Will they be able to catch these cunning robbers in the end? Follow me to find out what happens next.